Good morning. Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm online today and I'm checking out Reverb. I'm on here checking out Reverb. And you got to be careful buying from Reverb because you have to do your homework. Buying from anywhere, you have to be careful because I got a great deal. I got my hands on a Les Paul Epiphone, Les Paul Black Beauty, 3 pickup, brand new, with a case, and this is what I paid for it. Out the door, with the case. He even gave me a free pack of strings. And I haven't even tested it yet because I collect these, and a collector guitar is a guitar that's not been modified. I don't care. It could be a Gibson, it could be a Fender, a Kramer, a Paul Reed Smith. It could be a cheap Squire. It could be a cheap guitar. When you modify these guitars, you mess up the resale value. And the reason why I say that, if it's not original, it's no longer a collector. That's a fact. When you mess up, when you modify a Gibson, if you had an expensive Gibson, if you had a Gibson Les Paul, a Les Paul custom, and you done went in it, you butchered it, you put this in it, you put that in it, and then you think you're going to sell it for more money when you should have left it stock. That screws up the resale of a collector's guitar. Those are facts. You don't take a Squire and you did this to it, you did that to it, and then you jack up the price. You want more money. For instance, if you paid $300 for a Squire, you did this to it, you did that to it. Now you've got it listed for $500 and $600. No, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it because if it ain't stocked, it ain't collectors. What I look for when I buy these, I want an unmolested, I had to use that word, unmolested, unbutchered, unmodified, stock, everything. That's a collector's guitar. Once you start pulling stuff out of it, and then you think you want more money for it, no. 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 That's not a collector's guitar anymore. When you start butchering it and you screw up the value. Now if you go to a professional, and you've modified that guitar, you go to somebody who's a bona fide collector, somebody that's a serious collector, they're not going to want it. You don't went in it. Why did you change this? Why didn't you leave it in its original condition? That's not a bad price. That's not a bad price. But I'm gonna show you something right here. Here you go. Here's a perfect example. Here's a perfect example. Look what he did. Okay, totally upgraded, killer. Okay, look what he did. Look what he want for it. No, sir. No, sir. I'm not touching that. You went in it, and you did, and you messed them, and you messed it out, and you went in it, and it's not even in the original condition no more. And you want $900 for that? No way. I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that. This right here, That's too much money. To me, that's too much. That's too much money. I know what these guitars should be priced at. Some of them are $1,500, $1,600. And the Joe Bonamassa, one guy, he wants $2,400 for an Epiphone Joe Bonamassa Les Paul. He want $2,400 for that Epiphone. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. I'm not paying that. Fuck that. Pardon my French, but when you start modifying these guitars, and then you think you're gonna get more for it, not for me. Not for me. No, sir. See, you really have to do your homework. You really have to do your homework and ask questions before you buy these guitars, because people will rip you off, man. People will rip you off. I'm gonna try to find a Joe. Let me show you another example. I'm gonna show y'all another example of an overpricing something. Show you. All right. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not a bad price. $850. Joe Bonamassa Signature Lazarus, 59 Les Paul Standard. That's too much. He want too much. He want too much for that. He want too much. To me, he want too much for that. And he says, excellent, it should be mint. He wants $1,700. You notice the prices? Notice the prices of Epiphones. Not just Epiphones, but the prices. I noticed the prices of guitars are steady going up. And I'm glad I bought mine when I did. I know Gibsons are starting the prices are starting to increase. But that's a lot. That's a lot for Epiphone. It looks like it's brand new though, but but to me that's too much. And to me, that's too much. Because I've seen these $900. I've seen these in mint condition, and they were $900. See, they just throw prices on stuff. Now he says this is mint, this is cheaper. See, look. See what I'm saying? Look, now he says this is mint. Look what he want for that. Look what he want for that. Nah, that ain't 24. No. Now he says this is mint. See, there's a give and take when you buy these guitars. I mean, if you don't mind paying that, if you don't mind paying that kind of money, but I think 1,200. I think 1,200 mint is reasonable. 1,200 mint is reasonable. When you start getting into these kind of prices for these Epiphones, no. $1,200 mint, I will pay that. Because I have a let me show y'all an example. I bought this last year. And I paid $13 for it with the case, and it was mint condition. I paid $1,300 for it. let's see what we can, if I can pull this up. No, I don't see it. Check that out. Check that out. Mint with case, $600. That's a good deal. See, and you have to really check out who you buying from. Let me try to do let me try this. Let me try to find I don't see any for sale. They might be gone. I was trying to find a double neck EDS G1275. They might have all been sold. I know I bought mine off of here. I got it mint condition from a collector for $1,200 with a case. But I noticed the Epiphones prices are going up. All the guitars, the prices are going up. I know Gibsons are more expensive than they were ever now. They're more expensive. And I know Fender has raised prices of guitars. When I was at the shop, look at that. Look how much Fender want for that. Look how much he want for that. That's a lot of money. Here's another example. Here's another example of a butchered guitar. This isn't stock. This is not stock. And look what he want. Nope. He took the original. He took the pick guard off. Whenever you start removing and replacing parts, whenever you start pulling shit off these guitars, it's no longer stock. When you start modifying, I don't want anything modified. I want a collector's guitar. I want the guitar in its original condition. And some people will say, well, you can always change it back. No, I'm not paying that to have to get this and then I got to change it back. No, no, I'm sorry. That's just not how it works. If you put a screwdriver, once you put a screwdriver on these guitars, you screwed up the resale, and then you want a whole lot more money than what it was and what it cost. No. I understand you try to make a profit, but some of these prices are just way too much. I don't get it. These but I know you got to be careful. You got to be careful when you this is a great value. I have one of these. And I only paid, I think, $150 for mine. Unmodified stock. Look at this. Oh my God. 80 grand? $80,000? I don't know what this is. He wants $80,000. He wants 80 grand for this guitar, and then he wants you to pay $250 to ship it. I would think if you're going to pay 80 grand for 57 Strat that they will give you free shipping at least. Is it actually a 57 Strat? Or is it a 57 Strat reissue? There's a difference. There's a difference. He says it was actually Tony Green Greco named on the original purchase receipt. Nameplate on the amp, okay. He only bought a Strat from one of the most iconic gears. He also kept all original stuff that came with it. Okay. This must be real. Okay, this is a real one. I think this is a real 50 something Strat. This is a very old Strat. This is a very old Strat. Okay, this is a real deal. But that's a lot of money. I believe this is supposed to be the real deal. But how do you know you're getting the real deal? See, that's the thing. How do you know you're getting the real deal? How do you know? See, I would want to look at this in person at a shop. Wow. See, you have to be real careful about buying stuff like this. But yeah, if this is an actual 57, if this is an actual 57 Strat, then yeah, this is what they're worth. This is a museum quality guitar. Yeah, I'm just showing you guys some examples of what to look for price wise. If price for you, if price isn't no object, then yeah, that's okay. But because I got money, I still don't want to get ripped off. Peace, I'm out. You guys have a blessed day.